punch fear in the face and just record, which is exactly what I'm doing in this video. I don't have it all figured out, okay? But I'm done waiting. I'm done procrastinating. I actually want to start doing the thing that I want to do, which is creating content, e-commerce, selling stuff online. So in this video, I'm going to talk about where I'm at, what I've learned, where I'm going, and just share that with you guys. Some of you might be recurring viewers, some of you are brand new, so I'm just going to start a little bit from the beginning. I currently work full-time as an electrician. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. I work 10-hour days, long days, tired, don't really feel like doing much at the end of the day, but I try and scrounge up whatever energy that I do have to try and, work on some of my stuff to try and grow it a little bit. I recently, in the past, I did a lot of Shopify drop shipping back in 2018, 2019. I did pretty well, but it took me 10, 15 failed websites to finally make my first sale, which was of this little Harry Potter box. And my first big aha moment was I had sold a cat lamp that I saw randomly on AliExpress, and I posted on my website called catgrounds.ca. I paid an influencer $25 to post it, and as soon as she did that, all of a sudden I started hearing ka-ching, 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 and I started making sales. I think in that day we did $1,700 revenue, minus the costs and the shipping and stuff. Maybe made a few $100. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time, but in that moment, that was a moment where I was like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And something that's really special about that moment was my mom was actually visiting at the time, visiting Edmonton, Alberta. She was from Ontario, but she was visiting, and she's like, what the heck is going on? What's all this sound? Ka-ching, ka-ching. I'm like, I'm making sales. I just found this random product off China, AliExpress, and I put it in, I'm selling it. And it's just one of those really, really special moments that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. It's sad to say my mom passed away 2 years ago. And so that is just a really, really memorable moment for me. And from there on out, I just consistently tried working on drop shipping. I used to work out of town, work 12-hour days, and I would try and figure out this drop shipping thing and e-commerce. I love it. And I've been on and off. I went from making $40 an hour as a heavy equipment operator to needing to change careers so I could stay at home and work in town. So I became an electrician, and that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. And where I'm kind of, on and off, I did the Amazon influencer program. I still get a check of, $200, $300, $400 a month. I had gone crazy. I recorded 150, 200 reviews at one point, and then, started seeing the money, and I started to sit back and relax a little bit, and I didn't stay consistent. That is something that I have had a very hard time doing, is staying consistent with one thing. Whether it's my ADHD, probably has something to do with it, but I just haven't been able to stick to one thing long enough to really see it grow. And that's something that I definitely know that I'm aware of nowadays, but I still catch myself trying to, what's the next shiny thing? What's the next shiny thing? And maybe that's something that you guys, you're sitting there watching this video. I'm like, man, I just don't know what to pick, or I've tried all these different things. So maybe you can relate. You're not the only one. I've done it. I keep doing it. I'm still doing it sometimes. And with that comes frustration in myself, disappointment in myself, frustrated that, I haven't figured out this thing after 10, 11 years of, trying and failing. I haven't had anything truly stick, but I've also haven't been consistent. If I'm honest with myself, I just haven't been consistent. You can tell with these YouTube videos, you go on my channel, I'm not consistent, but I want to be. And that's why I'm making this video. I saw Gary Vee talking about it on YouTube and said, just document, don't create. I'm not trying to make this video, all edited and stuff. I'm just going to post it. It is what it is. If 3 people watch it, I appreciate you. Maybe you can, I hope that somebody can relate. I'm sure there's other people, similar shoes. And I think it's very nice when you can relate to somebody who's also kind of in that struggle bus as well. And so I know that, I'm feeling frustrated. I know I'm not doing what it is that I know I need to be doing. Let me know if you feel that. You should be doing a certain thing. You should be posting once a month, or you should be posting once a week. And it comes to doing it, you just don't do it. you go do something else. And I think about it every day. I listen to podcasts every morning on my way to work. I listen to motivational speeches and content creators and how to do it and what's the best way, but I just don't actually do the thing. It's like I'm preparing to do the thing, but I just don't do the thing. And it's frustrating. I don't know how to get out of it. I'm trying with this video. I'm making this video. It's just a little me sitting here where I'm at, what I've learned, and where I'm going. And so I have a website that I recently built. It's called leapit.ai, where I'm just trying to sell a digital product, a bundle of a whole bunch of different digital assets, because I'm trying to learn how to do the digital drop shipping. I did physical drop shipping. I made probably around $50,000 to $60,000 revenue with, digital drop shipping or with physical products. But now I want to try and figure out this whole digital product, because there's no shipping cost. You make the product once, you can sell it over and over again. And so I'm trying to figure that thing out. I'm trying to figure out, how do I find those buyers? Originally, I was going to go down the whole Facebook ads, which I've done in the past, but I think I need to build my brand a little bit. I think I need to build an audience first, and then I'm going to try and retarget to the people who watch my videos and interact with me, because retargeting ads, you can make it's a lot easier sales. People aren't going to want to buy from me if they have no clue who I am. And so I'm going to take the time to actually create content. So right now I built the website. I also built, kind of starting a new Instagram, Matt Built, same as this YouTube channel, and I'm going to be posting on there. I have a Stan Store. Gary Vee started a new challenge with Stan Store, where you can sell products, you can sell digital products, whatever you want, in a link in the description, in a link in your bio of Instagram. And it just makes it a lot easier for people to buy from you, and they can interact by buying. They see your posts, and I'm using ManyChat. So if you look up ManyChat, Stan Store, and Instagram, those three can be what I'm seeing is a real foundation on creating a business and how to make income. So, I sold one product under one of my links on a YouTube channel that I have for camping. So I did build a PDF, a car camping bed that goes in the back of your car. I know it's very random, but I built it, and it's a YouTube video that currently sits at like 230,000 views. So there's constantly views, and people were always asking me for a PDF guide. I finally did it. I posted the link, and I actually made one sale. I made like $17. So it's possible. I know it's possible. I'm getting these positive, little moments where I'm like, okay, this is a thing that you can do. It does work. So now I just have that sitting there. Maybe I'll get a sale every month or so. It's kind of cool. But now I'm going to be creating content on my Instagram and building my social, building my brand, getting my face out there, getting uncomfortable, not trying to make it perfect. I can't make it perfect, or else I'm not going to do anything. But I think there's other people who would, because I know I would find value in people who are teaching where I am, because I haven't made it. I still work a full-time job. I barely make extra money online. I make a little bit, but some people don't make any. And so I think we can all learn from each other, from our failures, the things that I ain't perfect, but I'm working on it, and I'm just going to post and talk about where I'm at. So I have the leapit.ai, and I have that digital product on there. I have my Stan Store. I have a digital product on there. I'm going to be making the content, try and get people to go message a certain word, a keyword, using ManyChat. If they say PLR, which is private label rights, which is kind of when you sell a digital product, you can sell something and they can resell it over and over again if they want. But you have them comment a certain word in the comments, it automatically sends them a link. They can go and purchase the thing. So I'm going to start working on that, seeing where that takes me. It seems to be doing really well for a lot of creators. I've been following a few different YouTubers. Maria Went, she's an absolute killer on Instagram. She makes millions of dollars every year selling digital products. Another kid I watch is Tanner. He's been doing drop shipping since the beginning. I've been watching him since 2017, and he does amazing. And so I'm just kind of getting back into this. I've been away for a while. We moved provinces. Grateful. We bought a house with my partner and I. And so I got the studio set up again, and I'm ready to create content. I love doing this. It makes me happy. I love editing. I love being in it. I love putting out stuff. Even if it gets 5 views, that's all good. I love it. So next is where I am going. So like I was saying, I'm going to grow my social presence, okay? Even if it feels scary, even if I feel awkward, even though I'm worried about a family friend that's followed my page. It is what it is. This is what I want to do. This is what I love. I got to get out there. I got to get away from those fears. Perhaps you do too. Let me know. I'm sure that somebody else can feel that. I want to be posting consistently. I want to have intentful content, but I also can't overthink it or else I'm not going to post anything. But I want to be kind of smart with my content, right? I want to do a little bit of research, what other people are posting in my niche, kind of see where that goes. Speaking of niche, do I even want to be in a niche? I just want to be me. I just want to be me online. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to put on a persona. I just want to post me, what I'm doing, and hopefully a couple people can relate and then they can learn here and there. Because I'm going to come out with how-to content because there's stuff I know how to do. I know how to build a Shopify store. I just built a Stan store. I've built digital products. I've sold stuff. I've done advertising. So I'm going to just post the stuff that I know that hopefully people can learn and do themselves. And if I'm even one page ahead of you and you can learn something from me, I would love to teach. I want to have, with the Shopify, I want to have an e-commerce store. I love the e-commerce. There's something about just having sales and creating something that a value that somebody wants to pay you money for, and creating upsells and email marketing. I love that. So I want to have an actual store to my name that is creating me income while helping other people, giving them value, whether it is me selling digital products on that website or my brain's everywhere, but I even thought about, AI automation and selling AI voice agents and AI chatbots. I had a company, a business that actually wanted to have me do that for them, but I kind of stalled out and I just got worried and I overthought it. And I was like, I don't really like AI. So I ended up just taking a break from everything, but I'm human. I guess it is what it is. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to have an online business that makes me money, whether it's Leapit.ai, and I end up selling a bunch of different digital products that people can buy instead of having to create everything and take all the time to create. You can buy one single bundle that I have on there that has millions and millions of digital products that are ready to go, that you can try selling on Etsy. You can sell them on Stan Store if you want. You just make content around that product that you made, whether it's in health, wealth, relationships. Those are the big ones. And then you make content around it and you can sell this product over and over and over and over again, right? You don't have to pay for packaging, no shipping, none of that. You just sell it. So that's something that is very cool with the digital products. Maybe it's a bit of a marketplace that people can buy all these kind of stuff from. We'll see. We're going to work on that. This is going to be a couple different little goals that I've had. One of them, it's materialistic. I've had it for the last 12 years. I want a 2012 Audi R8 manual transmission. I'm going to have an electric blue, black rims, electric blue brake calipers. That is my one thing that I've always wanted. It's a goal of mine. Whenever it happens, it happens. It's just awesome. That's it. It is what it is. I just want a fun car. They're fun. I also have a vision in my head of owning an acreage with my partner, some dogs, a bungalow style with white on the outside with big wooden beams and lots of light coming in, and a garden in the back and maybe some swings and just a beautiful view, be able to have coffee in the morning, have a nice big office that I can work from home, and she doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. And we just get to live a life of traveling if we want, hanging out with family during the work week. It doesn't even matter what time it is. Seeing, kids grow up and just helping, giving back, and just living life on our terms. This is the only one we got. I want to live it on my terms. That's just something that, have a business that makes me enough money that we can just survive. I don't have to make tons and tons of money. I don't need millions and millions and millions. I just want to be able to do what we want to do whenever we want to do it. Simple as that. Maybe you guys can relate. I don't know. Let me know. But I'll finish this off. If you're feeling stuck, and you're watching this, maybe this video was meant to be on your feed. Maybe you're meant to click on this. Maybe it's a sign for you to start. Just start. Make one of these videos. Just talk. Talk about where you are. You can be absolutely at the bottom. Maybe you just had a thought of wanting to start e-commerce. Maybe make your first video about that and then just document. If you don't, I know I still do it. I don't know what to do next. I don't know what path. I'm just going to make videos. It is what it is. And eventually I'm going to momentum momentum, momentum, little wins, that snowball starts rolling, it becomes a monstrous snowball, it becomes an avalanche one day. You know, just create. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you got any value out of this and you've made it this far, I genuinely appreciate you. Thank you very much. And until the next video, peace out.